6 days. So you know, we're dealing with a straw man here. If we're thinking of people, I mean, I don't know. Have you ever met anybody that? I mean, if you ask people whether whether they believe in the Bible, they're going to say yes, because if they answer no, it's going to be saying that they don't believe in God at all. So I mean, you know, if you ask them that question, it's a loaded question, you know. But I mean, I think well, I don't think creationism is a problem in England. It's a specific problem in America, you know, where they want to get around this constitutional ban on teaching religion in schools. So they've just invented this intelligent design thing. But I don't think they're the major enemy anyway. But it's become an issue which is discussed in the media. So we need to know some of the background information about it. But as I say, I don't really think that there are many people that really believe that.
There are one or two people in the room with perplexed looks upon their faces, whether that's because of their activities last night or because of the profundity of Adam's talk. I'm not quite sure. Vince, did you want to come back at Adam about that?
Well, just a very brief thing again. Yes, I know that churches, in many cases, apart from the fundamentalist creationists in America, are backtracking and saying that they only believe in selective parts of the Bible. But this, as we've often said, clearly shows that the supporters of religion are very much on the retreat, as their ideas are shown to be more and more absurd. And if they're saying that this aspect of the Bible they no longer believe in, and that aspect of the Bible they no longer believe in, what is there really left?
Okay, there's some hands up at the back. I see hands up at the front too. We're getting on for 11 o'clock. I'm also aware that one or two people have said some meetings have been cut a bit short. What's the general feeling in the room? Should we carry on till 11:15?
Yeah.
Is that okay? Yeah? If people still have points to make. Okay, so hands went up further back. I saw Gwyn's hand go up. I think Fraser's hand went up. Okay. Okay, can you reveal yourself, please? And Rob, I'm noting that one. Gwyn. Okay, Gwyn, you go next.
I don't think this business about contradictory accounts in the Bible really detracts from this idea that there is an intelligent design. You know, you don't undermine the intelligent design argument by the fact that there are contradictory accounts in the Bible. So I'd like to ask, what do the holders of the intelligent design idea, how do they explain things like disease? You know, the body's a marvellous thing when it's young and working, but when you get to my age you need glasses, artificial teeth, and medicine to keep your blood pressure down, and your arthritic and what have you. You know, we all suffer them. You know, you break wind in inappropriate places. And, you know, if there is an intelligent designer, and the intelligent designer is a perfect being, how do the intelligent designers explain all these imperfections?
A sense of humour.
Sin.
No, that's sin. This is, I mean, you can deal with this on two levels. You can deal with it at the philosophical level. As I said, the Catholic Church claims to be able to prove the existence of God by rational argument. But I mean, you know, you've just refuted it, because if there's a perfect being, why would a perfect being have created an imperfect world? That proves that it's not a perfect being. So I mean, these arguments have been used against the Catholic Church since the 18th century. But I think the way to, I mean, the intelligent design people are not saying perfect being. They're just claiming this pseudo-scientific theory that something is so complex that it couldn't have evolved well, they say by chance, but you can say it couldn't have evolved naturally. So I mean that's that's the way to refute them on the level of facts. I mean obviously you can have amusing arguments like the old-fashioned rationalists, to debunk point by point, the proof of God by reason. But that's marginally interesting and an amusing pastime. But the real way to deal with these people is on a factual basis. And I mean they, well it's all in that book by Dawkins, the blind watchmaker. They give the example: how could the human eye have evolved? Can there be things in between? How can wings have evolved? Well, I mean, there are answers. Wings can evolve by there are animals now which jump from tree to tree. Other animals which glide. You can imagine a gradual transition. So I mean, I think that's the way to deal with these people.
Robert.
I think some socialist writers have been guilty of sharing a misconception that Christians have too about, and Gwyn just gave an example of saying, when we're young, how wonderful we are, how well humans are adapted, what wonderful bodies we have. Christians have, in my experience, talked about the eye and say it's a miraculous work of design, couldn't possibly come about by evolution. We know that's false. But looking at the eye and looking at other aspects, parts of the body, we can see that it is far from an ideal design. The body itself has many defects from a design perspective, and we are in this century perhaps on the brink of being able to improve our bodies in enormous, hitherto undreamt of ways. We can do that with the eye now. The so-called perfect 20/20 vision can be improved with laser treatment. We only see part of the spectrum, and our retinas are very easily detached. The octopus's eye is much better. Moving on, I'd like Adam to look at, to consider the way in a socialist world we can take control of our own evolution. We're still evolving, and how a socialist world might address these issues of improving our bodies with technology. Now, one worrying trend I've read about is that deaf parents would like the ability to choose a deaf baby. This is a genetic form of deafness that's passed on, and they want their child to have to be deaf. Now, how would a socialist world deal with such a question? Thank you.
Well, I mean, that's going to be precisely one of the... I mean, the socialist world is not going to be a perfect world. There are going to be problems, and I suppose this is, if you call it I don't know what word to use, ethical or moral thing, because it would... I mean, other things you can do, you can have euthanasia, you can destroy deformed embryos, and you can do all this sort of thing. I mean, I don't know whether the socialist society will decide to do that or not, but these will be one of the problems that we're going to have to solve. I remember our colleague Eddie Grant saying that euthanasia is a good idea, but if you put euthanasia under capitalism, it's going to be distorted for all sorts of reasons. People want to kill off their parents to get their money or things like that, which wouldn't arise in a socialist system of society. But I would just say, well, we as a Socialist Party don't need to take an issue for or against this now. It'll have to be